Good morning, comic fans. You're with the Comic Pusher at the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic gaming store. Happy Wednesday, new comic book day. It is the 4th of 5 new comic book days for this month of April. What a great month it is. And right before we opened, I got a delivery, and it's a restock, I think, for this really cool John Wick pop vinyl. Look, he's all bloody in this bulletproof suit. I love John Wick. What a great franchise John Wick is. Good morning, Steve Fisher. How you doing this morning? Hello, Juan. Hello, Charles. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. What a wonderful 4th new comic book day of the month. And free comic book day coming up quickly, too. We're in the process of getting everything ready for it. You remember those days, Steve, huh? Free comic book day at the Comics Club. What great fun. So we've got some fun stuff today. We've got some great variants. We got a stack of comic books, a good healthy stack of comic books. What are we up to here today? Let's see here. We got about, looks like about 11 inches. Not bad. 11 inches. You can't complain about a little stack of comic books, especially not the Comics Club, because there's always the good ones. This is a trade paperback, The Writer. Okay. This collects the Writer miniseries altogether. I did not read The Writer. Plunge into the captivating world of Stan Siegel, a renowned comic book writer whose life spirals into a terrifying adventure beyond the confines of reality. That sounds like fun. Hey, Jonathan Lopez, thank you so much for joining us. Good to have you with us today. Sonic the Hedgehog Extreme Competition trade paperback. You don't want to miss that. Right, and the moon is following us. Doesn't it look like the moon's following us when you look and you're moving along, and it seems like the moon's just coming right along with you? Well, here's a comic book called The Moon is Following Us, trade paperback of the miniseries. I think it's a miniseries. It might be ongoing. Not certain. Monolith. This collects the Monolith series 1 through 3 from Image Comics. Is this from Spawn World? Omega Spawn, and this thrilling 3-part miniseries. Yeah, Omega Spawn. It's called Monolith. We got a restock on Batman, The Long Halloween, because this is very popular. And Supermassive. If you didn't get the regular issues, so this is Supermassive collecting Supermassive 2022, 2023, and 2024. And it's Supermassive, Mad Magazine, I grew up on it. I love it. I still do. It's always fun. It's the current issue of Mad Magazine. What? Meat cake? Look, his head. Look, he's supposed to be an actual cake. This one slices up reality TV. That's pretty funny. His whole head is cake. I saw a thing one time where they showed this. I forget what it was. It looked like a toaster or something. And all of a sudden, this guy picks up a knife and slices it. It was cake to make it look just like the real thing. It was amazing. I don't know how those bakers do it. We have some really amazing and some really cool variants today to show you. If you're here local, don't forget to come in every day to get your ticket, a little red ticket. It's your chance to win our super prize on Free Comic Book Day, which the drawing's at 4:30. You don't want to miss that day. Come in here and get your ticket. Chance to win our super prize. No purchase necessary. Just come on in. Okay, Minor Arcana number 6 is the unlockable, which means 1 per store. I think she's just leaving the psychic. Or considering going in, maybe. Anyway, there's the unlockable. G.I. Joe is the new series up to number 6. And here we have the 1 in 10. And we also have a 1 in 25. Look at that one. Nice. I'm liking it. And then the silent missions, they're doing several different silent missions, one-shots. This one is Silent Mission Roadblock. And this is a 1 in 10. Silent Missions Roadblock. Today's new comic book day is going to be good, and I'll be in later in the afternoon. Zen Hen, it is always good. New comic book day is always good. Always good. It's the best day of the week. We get 5 best days of the week this month. Let's see here. Lilith, that evil demon woman, Lilith. Number 3. I think she's just misunderstood, really, honestly. Maybe she got a bad rap. This is issue number 3. It's a 1 in 5 variant. DC Comics, they've just been going wild lately. They've been having a lot of successes with their Absolute books. But Absolute is not on the first one or the second one or the third one in the stack. We're going to leave the only absolute this week for the bottom of the DC stack and show you Batman number 159. Batman number 158. I still have some left. It is one of the hottest books on earth right now because it introduces the new Hush storyline. This is Batman 159, 1 in 25. Justice League Unlimited is up to number 6, and this is a 1 in 25 for that. Oh, I'm liking that cover. Harley Quinn, issue number 50 of the current run. The nice variant for that. Her in the circus there. Wonder Woman number 7. This is also absolute. So we got absolute, Wonder Woman, and one more after this. This cover, I just love it, and I love the flying eyeballs in hell. She lives in hell. She grew up in hell. So this is the little flying eyeballs. I just love them. I guess they're the spies for the for Hades or something. Absolute Martian Manhunter number 2. The first episode was really great. I really enjoyed it. These have just been so good. And getting into Marvel here, we've got Magic. So number 4, a 1 in 10 design by, I believe that looks like Peach Momoko, if I'm not mistaken. Amazing Spider-Man of the new run. We're up to number 2. And this is a 1 in 25. Amazing Spider-Man up against some of his most iconic foes there, the Goblin and the Rhino. And we have Amazing Spider-Man number 2, 1 in 50. This is a blue line variant of that long connecting, ever expanding. It's a wraparound. I don't know if you guys have been seeing these covers, but they all wrap around. So. And this will connect to 20 more this way and this way. But this is one of the rare variants. So this is a 1 in 50. I think it'll be highly sought after. It won't last long. We only got one. Are you into Peter Pan? Well, this is Last Boy, number 2, 1 in 10 cover. Peter Pan not having a good time in this series. I've read it up to now, and things just aren't going right for Peter. It's been pretty tough. Avengers number 25. Issue number 25, and it's a 1 in 25 variant. One World Under Doom, number 3. This is a 1 in 25. Predator versus Spider-Man. Look at that. A 1 in 10 design variant. I'm loving it. I saved this one for last. It's one of the hottest books on earth today from Marvel Comic Books. It's Eddie Brock Carnage, number 3. Look at this cover. Look at this artwork. Look at that. How amazing is that? It is so cool. So this is really the number 1 book to grab if you can get it. It's I only have the one, and it's not going to last long. So he who shows up first and says, "I'll take the Eddie Brock Carnage number 3, please," I'll hand it to you. So there we go. There's the variants for the week. I showed you the trades. We've got an oversized book. Let's look at DC here. We got an oversized book. This is Superman: The Last Days of Lex Luthor, which was delayed for a while, but now we got them coming, and these are the covers for that one. Big oversized book there. And since we're already into DC, let's go ahead and have a look at DC. What do you say? Let's have a look at DC Comics. Let's move these things over here. This over there. I got a little space now to work in. All right. What do we got for DC? I see you there, Mr. Happy. We'll get you into the game just a little bit. Mr. Happy's anxious to get the secret word out to you. And don't forget to leave a comment down below. Get yourself into the monthly drawing. We will be doing it in a couple of weeks. And also, give us a thumbs up. Why not? While you're at it. Metamorpho, which you see in the new Superman movie trailer. Metamorpho, that's issue number 5. Metamorpho is the Element Man. All the elements are at his command. He can turn himself into any element. Batman number 159. Batman number 159. Batman number 159. And a nice foil gimmicky one, 159. If you're into those foil gimmicky ones, pardon me, I have to wet my whistle. My wife made that cup. It's the TARDIS. All right. Harley Quinn, number 50. Oh, I don't know, Harley. Should you open it up? I don't know. He's not high on your list these days. You used to be so in love with him, too. Not anymore. I get the feeling Harley's looking down on us. I don't know. Harley, number 50, with another cover. What? A giant brain. Heavy as a head with a giant brain. Okay, let's see here. Justice League Unlimited. I showed you the variant for that earlier. We've got some cool covers. Oh, my goodness. Look at these covers. We Are Yesterday. Look at that. That's got to be a connecting cover, eh? I hope so. And that Mark Spears, what a hot artist Mark Spears is. Oh my gosh, just about everything he touches turns to wall books. Absolutely fabulous. I'm loving the is that the, all right, that's the Scarlet Witch, right? Right? Scarlet Witch and who's the other one? I don't know. Tell me. All right, guys, Scarlet Witch and somebody else? Or maybe I'm wrong, it's somebody else. Okay, so Superman everything, including his cousin Supergirl, or is it Power Girl? His cousin Power Girl, Kara Zor-El from the other universe, is Power Girl. But Superman is up to issue number 25. And this is, the dawn of the summer of Superman. So issue number 25 is going to be a big deal for DC. So it's going to put out, a bazillion different covers for their Superman 25 current run. Perry White has apparently won. It says right there. Perry White wins. Well, good for you, Perry. That's awesome. I'm loving this flashback to the 1980s, huh? Look at that. Loving it. All the different Supermans that appeared. Oh, a shiny foil version of that one where Perry wins. There it is. And this silly one. I like it. Superman having some tough time with that kryptonite sliver there. That's a nice one. And you didn't like any of those? Do your own. And underneath is, let's see here. They usually give you, it's the cover A card with the cardstock blank around it. Draw your own Superman. Some of you guys out there, I know you're great artists. Very talented at that stuff. I wish I was. I really don't have that kind of talent. Maybe I could if I worked on it, but who has the time for that? Who doesn't already have the skills? I have too many other comic books to get through. I got thousands to get through for you guys. I'm finding you the best stuff in our vast warehouse. I call it Warehouse 57. Warehouse 57 produces a regular, steady supply of wall books for us. Martian Manhunter is up to issue number 2. I love that cover. Look at that. Crazy character there. That is wild stuff. I'm really enjoying that Martian Manhunter. Absolute Martian Manhunter. Absolute Wonder Woman. Has been great. And this is issue number 7. This launches a new story arc, I believe. Star Sapphire, not okay. Star Sapphire, is that who it is? Am I looking at a DC comic there? I mean, wait a second. Is that Star Sapphire? I thought we were looking at Marvel comics. Did I mix up? Did I mix it up? No. Now you're right. It is Star Sapphire. Why would I think this is a Marvel character? I'm not getting enough sleep, guys. Thanks, Steve. I'm staying up too late looking at stocks. Green Lantern number 22. And going through boxes of comic books. I'm loving that cover. Look at that. That's fantastic. That's just perfect Hal Jordan there, I believe. Is that Hal? I think it's Hal. Looks like Hal. I just created a new Marvel DC crossover. Yeah, that's a good one, Charles. Yeah. Maybe they're coming up. They're going to be doing one soon. Why not? Let's get a head start. Give them some ideas for their next effort. Green Arrow number 23. Green Arrow is always something crazy, and apparently the Joker's doing practical jokes on him now. April Fools. That's a good cover there. I love the Archer. Great stuff. All right, so Peacemaker. What do you got here? Peacemaker presents the Vigilante Eagly double feature. You know, Eagly is his American Eagle buddy there. I think he's overdone it on the steroids there. Oh, jeez. That robot's getting blasted in the head. What is this, the dating game? That's hilarious. Okay, we got a facsimile edition of Teen Titans. No, it's facsimile edition of the Brave and the Bold presenting the Teen Titans. And there it is. 4 teenage heroes and one blazing adventure. And a shiny foil one. And a blank one. All for your collecting pleasure. Okay, what do we got left here? We got Flash, number 20. A couple different covers for you. And there's DC. All right, we got through DC pretty quickly. You know, yesterday we were in a short-lived panic because we could not find, somehow this next comic got shifted into another stack, and we couldn't find it anywhere. We thought, it's not like them to short us comic books. They're pretty good about that. They almost never ever short us a comic book, but it was shifted in with some other comic books. So no, you do not miss Monstrous this week. Monstrous issue number 57. It's up to 57. How cool is that? Monstrous has such amazing artwork too, and it's so detailed. It's really cool. You gotta love it. I mean, I'm talking about some real detailed artwork with a lot of cool stuff in it. Arcana Royale, issue number 1 of a 4-issue miniseries. And you know I'm a sucker for this kind of thing. Give us a little art in the back, guys. If you don't have an ad to put back there, and I hope you do get an ad, but if you don't, give us some art. That's pretty cool. The Last Boy, Peter Pan. Some cool covers. Let's start with this one. This was the also the cover of the variant. It was Virgin. And then you have this one. You have this guy and Peter facing off in a mushroom forest. And then you got this one. What great artwork. Now that's Peter Pan there. Look at that. And Tinkerbell flying through the air. Got Tinkerbell there. And Peter. And you got Captain Hook's hook. Look at that. That is a great cover for Peter Pan. The Last Boy. Dan Panosian is associated with that book. Welcome to Twilight. This is from the world of Minor Threats. Welcome to Twilight, issue number 2. A couple different covers for you. Jeff Lemire, Minor Arcana. You saw the variant cover for that earlier. Minor Arcana. That was this, but we had the Virgin for you, the unlockable one per store. And then this one. Look at a crystal ball she's looking at there. The Witcher is back with a 4-part series from Dark Horse Comics. This is The Witcher, the Bear, and the Butterfly. And again, if you're a Witcher fan, we got this. Star Trek. We're up to issue number 31. We got the lore war going on. If you're a Star Trek fan, you know who Lore is. Big Trouble. He's Data's brother, basically. And he has a bit of an attitude sometimes. I'm loving that cover. Look at that. I never pictured the Klingons as light as that. Or Cisco as yellow as that. But artistic license, right? Looks cool. I like it. Saturday Morning Adventures, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 24. Hitting the stands today. That's a strange creature. I haven't kept up with the Turtles. What the heck is that? Okay, Turtles of Grayskull. Is this crossover with the Masters of the Universe? It's pretty cool. That crossover's going like crazy. Godzilla is just in everything. Sorry about that. Oh, and by the way, they give us this. Now this next one comes with a nice cover for it. But you open that cover to reveal, look at that. Godzilla. This is Godzilla. It's a special one, like a 30th anniversary or something. I don't know, what was it? Godzilla, well, #1. It was representing some sort of fancy event, but it's beautiful, shiny, and gorgeous. You should get one. Unbeing, Into the Unbeing, Part 2, issue #3. Black Hammer, Spiral City. Are you a Black Hammer fan? I love this stuff. Black Hammer is kind of like Golden Age Justice League. Kind of. Spawn, Medieval Spawn is back. What great stuff. Medieval Spawn. So go back in time. We got Spawn in medieval days. Here's another cover for you. And a blank one if you want to do your own. A black blank one. Probably look good with silver ink, right? Let's see. Stacked here. So they don't fall out. Out of Alcatraz is up to issue #2. Plus, we got a I think we got a second printing of #1 if anybody missed it and needs it. Out of Alcatraz. Rat City, which is basically Spawn in the future. #13. Moonshine Bigfoot, #1. You know, because why not? Bigfoot as a moonshiner, and these guys after his moonshine and his girl and his cool car, I guess. Remember Rob Liefeld? Yeah, of course you do. One of the founding fathers of Image Comics. Well, Rob comes back every once in a while and does something, and this is actually a deluxe edition of his Youngblood, which came back out first time in the early 90s. Then we have this wonderful foil version of it. And the back is this symbol, Youngblood. So, you know, it's Rob Liefeld doing a deluxe edition of one of his earliest works there. The Mummy, issue #2. Are you a Universal Monster fan? This is Universal Monsters' official Mummy. I'm liking it. Assorted Crisis Events. I read the first one. It was very interesting. Different kind of thing where all these times are all flowing together. I think multiverse too. Things, time and space is just out of whack in this world. As you can see, this man's being confronted by a raptor there, it looks like. Bug Wars has been real popular. I haven't read it. Bugs give me the creeps as it is. Intelligent bugs, even more so. God, don't give me a smart roach. That's about as creepy as it comes, right? Good morning. How you doing there? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Bug Wars #2 hitting the stands today from Image Comics. Also have Dust to Dust. This has the most beautiful art. If you ever saw with Something Fruit, but it had this same artist, and what beautiful artwork throughout. That same artwork you see throughout the comic, and it's really a cool comic. It's well done. I like it. You should give it a shot. Dust to Dust, it's called. Epitaphs from the Abyss is up to issue #10, and you know this is crazy horror. If you like horror, which is of course huge these days, horror. Gotcha Man, Ryu Scavengers, RYU Scavengers. This is from Mad Cave Comics. Well, it's not a wraparound, but you got this on the back cover. This might be connecting to something. It looks kind of cool. Gives the impression that it's connecting to something here. So anyway, this is Gotcha Man, Ryu Scavengers. Silent Missions, Roadblock. We've got a couple of covers for you. And this is G.I. Joe issue #6. Multiple covers of that. Look at the snakes. Look at that. Cobra. Lilith, I showed you the variant earlier, that one. Issue #3. Cool art on the back. Gunslinger Spawn. Issue number 42. 42. It's the answer of life, the universe, and everything. And a sneak peek of what's coming up in the May's issue. Last but not least, on the variants, on the indies, we got Conan the Barbarians, issue number 20, hitting the stands today. And we're going to get into Marvel in just a moment. But Mr. Happy would like to chime in and say that the secret word for this week is cake. Let him eat cake. Cake is the word. It's easy as cake. It's a cakewalk. Mr. Happy had some cake this week. We had a couple of birthdays this past week from family, so we had cake, cheesecake, all kinds of cake. Cake shaped like stuff. So cake is your secret word. If you know the secret word, it gets you 15% off any single item in the store. Some restrictions apply. Also, if you're a Discount Club member or subscriber, you get an extra 5%. Thank you, Mr. Happy. Let him eat cake. I love it. See you next time. All right. So there was that. And what we have left for this show is Marvel Comics. All right. Marvel. Let's have it. New Champions, number 4. We have multiple covers. Oop, over here. There we go. New Champions. New Champions, number 4. Gold Tiger. One World Under Doom has hit issue number 3. Have you been following this story? It's been selling. It's tying into a lot of things. Doom is hot these days. My gosh. There's one of those. Now I got to show you the rest because this is a wraparound. There's a whole bunch of those like that coming out. They're disappearing fast, and they're sold out at our distributors, of course. Most of them, I think. Doom. You know, he's a powerful enemy. The whole world taken over by him. Werewolf by Night is up to issue number 9. This is a black bag deal, you know, because it's so violently explicit. They had to put it in a bag. The Red Band, it's called. Red Band. Sabretooth, The Dead Don't Talk, issue number 5, hitting the stands today. Sabretooth and his usual attitude toward everything. Just tear it all up. I love that cover. Look at that. That's great stuff. Great cover there. Ultimate Black Panther. Issue number 15, of course. And there's the standard cover. Those standard covers for the Ultimates have been the most sought after, interestingly enough. In some cases, more sought after than the rare variants. At least the 1 in 10 and 1 in 25s. Okay, this is X-Force, issue number 10. This is the Capcom Connection cover. And we have your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That's based on a new animated show, or better known as a cartoon to some of us old boomers. That looks like a fun show. I haven't seen it yet. Anybody see that show? Have you enjoyed it? Is it fun? Has it been good? This is Uncanny X-Men Facsimile Edition. Uncanny X-Men number 134. Facsimile Edition. And look at advertising for a Star Trek model kit. This is the original, advertisements that were put in there. And this is a complete reprint of that issue, along with the ads that were in it at the time. That's so cool. I like looking at the old ads. X-Men number 15, a new series. Has several covers, of course. You got that one. And this one is that Capcom fighting collection thing going on. And this one, of course, I need to show you that, because it is this awesome wraparound. Cool stuff. I love that. And last but not least, this cover. Lots of action there. Eddie Brock Carnage. I showed you the variant a minute ago for this. It is so amazing. Yeah, we'll see another look at that. Look at that. Only got one, guys. It won't last long. Predator versus Spider-Man. That's got to be good, you know? Them facing off, and Spider-Man's already got damage. Look at that. Looks like they both do. Yeah. Already, the battle begins. The spider senses are going off. They should be. Okay, Amazing Spider-Man. Let me just show you this one first, since it's the cool wraparound one. There we go. But this Amazing Spider-Man, number 2 of the new series. You know, they put out a new Spider-Man series every year or two. Avengers number 25, another number 25. You know, those milestones used to mean something. Avengers 25, again with the connecting wraparound cover. That'll be about 50 feet long or more when you finally gather them all together, which I had thought to do at first, but I finally said I'm not going to be able to do this. But there's people out there trying to do it. Look at this. This is a interesting artwork. Deadpool, Wolverine, issue number 4. These two love to chop each other up, but now they have strife to deal with, so why not? So they can stop slicing up each other and just go straight for the strife. Infinity Watch, you know, these are not my favorite kind of covers. It looks like somebody has torn the cover off the comic book, and this is supposed to be on the inside. But it's not. It's the Infinity Watch. And issue number 4, you also have this cover of Infinity Watch number 4. Who is that dude with the black hand? Death Boy. Magic, issue number 4. Wraps it up for Marvel for us. Loving that cover. Look at that. That is beautiful. And this one. Pretty cool. Well, there you have it, boys and girls. Some really great new comics for the 4th of 5 new comic book days this month. Thank you for joining us. Remember to leave a comment down below. In about 2 weeks, we're going to be doing our drawing, so you don't want to miss getting a chance to win something from the Comic Book Pusher. And let's see here. What else we got? We have free comic book day coming up. Mark your calendars. If you can be here, if you're local, be here early because we have 35 grab bags to the first 35 customers. We also have door prizes for the first 2 hours. We have 2 costume contests, 12 and under and teen and up, that start at 2 o'clock. Our big super prize drawing at 4:30, and all kinds of comics to give away, and a big sale. So a great fun day here at the Comics Club. I hope you can make it. And in the meantime, remember, read. It brings out the hero in you.